Greetings and welcome to another video, and in this one today we are doing another episode of Passion for Games, and joining me as usual is Jeff Sasamisa1806. Hello there, mate.
Hello there.
Right, today we are doing one of the Touhou Project games. We are doing Touhou 13 10 Desires. There you go, I got it right. And we're going to be having a look at you doing the extra stage, which, as far as I'm concerned, is bonkers fucking mental.
Yeah. Touhou 10 Desires, otherwise known as Shinrai Bio, or Divine Spirit Mausoleum. It's not a very popular Touhou game, to be honest. Most people don't like it because Zun really toned the difficulty down, if you could believe that. But it's my favourite of the series.
Any particular reason?
Combination of probably the characters and the music, I would say. I mean, the music I think is absolutely beautiful, but I like all the characters. I mean, many of them are my favourites. Yoshika for one thing, and the zombie on the third stage. I mean, I have got more favourite characters than Yoshika, but yeah, it's a combination of the characters and the music. It's got a pretty good story as well. And I like the way that the game lets you play aggressively, as in if you press the bosses, the game rewards you, giving you more points and more spirit, so you can actually just play better. A lot of Touhou games encourage you to stay at the bottom of the screen, but this one kind of encourages you to go all in.
Right, and this is, I suppose, it's a shoot 'em up, but it's classed as is it a Danmaku bullet hell shoot 'em up?
Yeah, it's a Danmaku shooter, or bullet hell, bullet barrage fire. I mean, it literally means curtain fire, Danmaku.
Yeah, and they literally. Yeah, literally some of the bosses in these games, it literally does look like a curtain of bullets. And I'm not brilliant at many games, but these I am particularly shit at. If you remember watching me play them on the arcade cabinet, and I mean they're beautiful to look at. I mean the bullet patterns can be quite mesmerising. I think that's probably why that doesn't help my gameplay, because I'm looking at that thinking, God, look how smooth that is. But yeah, not the easiest of games to play by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, I mean, as the name says in one of those Walther's videos, when she lists all the things that, Touhou's about, the music, the characters, the story, even though Children butts in and messes it all up. But yeah, it's the thing that kind of attracted me to it, I suppose, with the cute girls, obviously. The music, definitely. Zun is a wizard with electronic music, square wave music.
Yeah, no argument from me. I mean, the music on these games is absolutely outstanding. For me, it's probably the best part of the games because I'm so useless at them.
I think I'll just mention here what these things on the right-hand side say. I mean, basically, you've got like high score points, and you can see them counting up. You've got the number of remaining lives, which are the hearts. You've got your spell cards, which are the stars, which are kind of your bomb that clears the screen of bullets. You've got your power there, or spirit power. You've got your maximum points, which go up every time you pick up those little blue things. And you've got your greys. When you just about miss a bullet, it gives you points for it, and it will raise that greys meter. The gimmick in this one is the skull you see in the bottom left-hand corner. Basically, it's what's known as the spirit gauge. When that maxes out to 3, or if you get hit, if it reaches maximum, you can turn it on whenever you like. If you get hit, it will trigger automatically. And while you're in the spirit world, you're invincible. Each character gets a different ability. I mean, Marissa is fast, Reimu's got a small hitbox, Yomu's got the strongest firepower, she's got that ridiculous sword stroke move with hers, and Tsunai, the gauge charges faster. I use Reimu in this because I'm terrible. But Reimu is pretty much the cheat character.
So this is the extra stage,
which...
which...
Like starting here, and it Girls of Prey. Yeah, this is the extra stage. See what it says here. The yokai trembling with fear at the saints' revival bare their fangs, whoever they are. If it's yokai, will exterminate them. No, that's what Damus says at the start of the game. Yeah, it says raise the beacon of rebellion, extra sage the Myonin temple. With Miko's revival, the Holy One's power has grown too strong. Now is the time the yokai must begin their rebellion. Yeah, basically the extra stage is set after the main game, where all the yokai and the fairies have all gone bonkers now because of Miko's revival in the main game, and they moves out to, well, beat them up, find out what's going on. And Nue shows up here. Ancient yokai Nue, I heard you. She says, oh boy, you wound up reviving those guys. See, now the yokai neighbourhood is an uproar, you. So I've called in the yokai's trump card. You're finished here, though, yeah. Her first spell card is actually called Unknown Will-O-the-Wisp of Unknown Trajectory, which you just saw was all those horrible fireballs, which I nearly always blooming bomb. The second one is called Skyfish of Unknown Foam. Again, I tend to find this one because it's so insanely over the top. I mean, the only spell card she's got that's easy is this last one, which is called Yokai Spheres of Unknown Principle. They kind of home in on where you currently are, but they're nice big bullets, so it's pretty easy to see what's going on there. It's the only spell card I can do without popping. But Nue, she comes from the previous game.
So is the extra stage on this actually is it actually harder than Lunatic?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Yeah, as you can see here, the enemies shoot a lot more. It's a case of get them before they get you.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
I mean, you want to grab those fragments as well because they give you extra bombs and extra lives. But they will disappear after a while. As you can see, they're slowly fading away.
Yeah.
But yeah, those fairies, they will spam bullets everywhere if they get on the screen. Just like every enemy in the game. I used the Spirit World there, which makes you invincible for 10 seconds. Which gives you enough time to knock all these fairies off. Right, Mummy Zoe is about to show up here.
Right, so
what you get here, conversation between Reimu and Mummy Zoe, who's basically the extra stage boss, the person that Nue was referring to. But basically, Reimu, normally this conversation here, when you play a normal game, would go in turn as you press the button. But in replays, it automatically skips all the dialogue. So what we're doing here is we're pausing the game, so you know what I'm talking about. Basically, Panther intends to insert, what you should be seeing. But basically, Reimu here says something unpleasant in the air. Mummy Zoe then says, oh my, you're the shrine maiden, ain't you? And Reimu responds with, who are you? And then you get the monster raccoon with 10 transformations, Mummy Zoe Tatsuiwa, which is what's written under her portrait. The symbol on her bottle says sake. I mean, everybody drinks it in this game. And then Mummy Zoe says, oops, excuse me, I'm Tatsuiwa from Sadot. Everyone calls me Mummy Zoe, yeah? And Reimu's like, Mummy Zoe? Weird name. Mummy Zoe says, I came along summoned by some Nue person. They say the yokai are in a pinch, so they want me to assist them, what have you. Reimu says, that is well, it's because I've been exterminating the heck out of them. Mummy Zoe's like, dearie me, what I heard was a sealed away saint was resurrected or some such, however. Reimu says, I took that person down too, easy victory. Mummy Zoe's like, ha ha ha, brimming with vigour. The background music is Tatsuiwa from Sado. Sado is the place that Mummy Zoe comes from. Mummy Zoe, by the way, is what's known as a tanuki, which is a raccoon dog. It's a specific type of yokai that can change its shape and it plays tricks on humans. You often see them with ridiculously oversized testicles in scrolls or on artwork. Mummy Zoe finally says before the battle starts, still, now that I've shown up, I won't let you act so cocky anymore, you hear? My transformation powers are still potent. Come now, shall we not begin our barrage match of 10 transformations?
And that's the end of that conversation?
Yep.
Righto, I shall restart the game and I'll have fun editing that bit.
So you can see it goes through very quickly. Right, non-spell cards all consist of the same basic pattern. She chucks out a ton of bullets in those spirals like that, so just dodge through them. The first one's not too bad. Then she goes to her first spell card, which is Humanising Barrage Transformation. I.e. those annoying little men shooting grabbing bullets at you. Yeah, all of Mummy Zoe's transformations are based on little animals, essentially. The bullets are aimed at you here, so if you tap, you know, essentially the bullets will kind of trail towards you, giving you a gap you can get through. If you touch the little men, they will kill you. So if you touch her, it will kill you as well. You can see the pattern's a little bit denser now. I actually bomb you. You notice the pattern's a little bit denser now.
Yep.
Right, a second transformation is a carnivorous barrage transformation, i.e. these little wolf figures. They slowly scroll. If you move down the screen too quickly, you'll end up with wolves everywhere and you won't be able to get through the middle. So you've got to kind of play it coyly here and hope she goes down before you reach her. Which she did. And now the pattern gets a little bit denser. I'd hasten to say as well that it took me 3 years of on and off practice to beat Mummy Zoe, and I've only beaten her once. Nearly beat her a second time. I've never beat her with Marissa or any of the other characters. Right, this one is Avian Barrage Transformation. Kind of obvious from the birdies. Again, the birdies will kill you if they touch you. But it gives you quite a fair gap there, so this one's not too bad.
Yeah, fair's not a word I'd really use with this sort of game.
Yeah, the patterns get a little bit more chaotic now. But yeah, you've got to keep your finger over the bomb button, because if you get hit, you've got 1/10 of a second to press the bomb to save yourself. Of what's known as death bombing. Most people think Mummy Zoe is a fairly easy extra stage boss. This one's called Amphibious Barrage Transformation, kind of obvious from the frogs. They explode basically after a certain amount of time and bullets go everywhere. But yeah, I used the spirit world here. Yeah, I didn't want to risk it.
I mean, this is supposed to be the easy part of this part of the game, and you know, this particular spell card or non-spell card, but that's just still fucking crazy. And as for this one,
this one's caricature of birds and wild animals. I'm not a fan of this one, but it's not too bad. Just keep an eye on the wolves and look for a gap between the birds, because the wolves are appearing where you are. You see that?
Yeah.
So you just go up and down, and the frogs you don't need to worry about. I actually got it. Oh no, I set out to do it and then died anyway. But you notice the pattern now is complete chaos.
I wouldn't even stand a chance with that. I mean, I can see a path through watching you play it, but watching it and doing it are two totally different things.
Yeah. Right, this one is the Raccoon Dog's Haunted Skull. I don't like this one. It is possible to do it without bombing. Again, don't touch the little men. Just go through the gap and, you know, try to dodge the bullets.
But the bullets are aimed straight at you again, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're aimed straight at you. I was forced to bomb here. Mummy Zoe's got a crazy piece of music as well. I mean, I like the tune leading up to Mummy Zoe, you know, Shrine Back Road, just before you fight Nue. It's one of my favourite tunes in all the Touhou Project. And Mummy Zoe's tune is bonkers. That's Touhou Project all over. But this one's chaos. Look at it.
Look at it.
But here comes my least favourite spell card. I hate Wild Isolated Island. It is utter chaos. Look at it. I think this is one of the worst spell cards in all of Touhou Project. I hate it. I've never done it without bombing. And how the hell are you supposed to dodge all that crap? Oh, I did get through it though without losing another life. At this point when I was playing, I thought I'm in with a chance here. I mean, that's a really narrow gap there. But yeah, Wild Isolated Island, by far a worst spell card.
Wasn't that the one that used to continually do you when you was playing it on my arcade machine?
Yeah, I got done there, but yeah, here we go. This bunch of stupid Shrine Maiden's false exorcism. I honestly thought that this card would vary. I know you did as well. This card would vary depending on the character you're playing. Because you notice Mummy's though has turned into David. You know, complete with the towel, isn't it? Towel section there. But yeah, the cards follow you. As you can see, they're trailing after you, and the frogs explode randomly, so just don't be near them. And those yellow ones, or
which is difficult not to be near them when there's that many on the screen.
It's very difficult to do this card with any character other than Yomu. Yomu's got such a strong attack. You can take her down. You can take half her health off her before she even starts moving. But Yomu, you can't really focus very well. She's a very difficult character to play. I could probably play her better with keyboard. I was using joystick when I played this. A lot of professional Touhou players, you know, the lunatic, no run, well, no bomb, no death, no anything, no focus, they all play with keyboard. Because you can get that fine control. When I got past this spell card, I thought, yeah, I'm in with a chance because there's only one to go. But no, that transformation doesn't vary depending on the character you're playing. So I mean, if you're playing Marissa, she doesn't turn into Marissa, she still turns into Reimu. But this one is Mummizo Barrage 10 transformations. You know, basically what she does here is she starts out with two of her, chucking all the little walls here. And then after a certain amount of time, you notice I'm not shooting because you can't kill her.
Yeah.
You've got to time it out. But now she puts up 6 of her. And she starts spamming bullets as well with birds. So what you do is you go left and right.
Bloody hell.
Just bomb like I did. I've done this spell card without bombing though. But yeah, you got to dodge through the walls, you know, and dodge the birds. And now you get 10 of her. Now you get bullets, birds, men going down the side, and you think, oh, the men ain't too bad. But watch what the men start to do.
Oh, they start moving in, don't they?
Which means now you've got less and less and less space.
Oh, down to the last couple of seconds.
Yeah, now you've got the last spell card. I thought that was, it's 10 transformations, isn't it?
This one seems, well, I'm not going to say it's tame, but it's a lot tamer than the last one.
Embarrassingly, I didn't translate this spell card. I must have forgotten about it. It's not actually on my list, and I can't entirely read it. That says Polycon. I'm not sure what that word means, but Mangetsu is full moon. So it's full moon something. I'll have to look that up. Yeah, I didn't translate this last spell card. I wonder why I missed it out.
That's alright. You can translate it, let me know, and I'll add it in text. And yeah, all things considered, I don't think anyone's going to blame you for missing one spell card out.
Yeah, I've got 9 of the spell cards, but it is 10 transformations. I've missed it. But this one, yeah, you notice how you're getting rings of bullets that are slowly getting more and more frequent. But that spell card's not too bad.
Didn't you both die at the same time then? And you, anyway, what's she saying?
I death bombed. She's saying, she's coughing there. She's got a patch on her tail. She's going, can you let me rest for a bit? And she's like, you showed me 10 transformations already, haven't you? Yeah, I didn't translate the last one. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's right, huh? I thought it was around 7 or 8 still. Besides, no matter how many more you do, you never beat me yet. Look at that look on her face. But this bit doesn't skip the text. She says, yeah, maybe you're right. It's no use then, regrettable that I took the trouble to come across the sea from Sadok. I like the patch on her tail, but she hasn't lost a leaf off her hair. The sea? She says, indeed, what? You don't know about the sea? She's like, no, I've seen it once, yeah, on the moon. Referring to the previous Imperishable Night, I think. I see, just the once. That's a shame. Why? The sea is vast. Many times, hundreds of times wider than your Gensoko. Without knowing the world, it's meaningless pretending to be tough here, I'm saying. Not exactly an issue, right? Just listening to what you say about the sea, I can almost imagine it. It's child's play anyway. A frog in a well does not know the ocean. It is so. If you truly think of yourself as powerful, you mustn't be afraid of plunging into the great deep, yeah? That made me think of the Great Bath in Turrican, that did. Why? Turrican too. Congratulations. You know, the extra stage is now cleared. By the way, if you clear it with a character you've already know continue cleared it with, saving 3 or more bombs, an ending different from usual will appear. Limited to no continue and normal or above, so you can't do it on easy. And that just says end of replay, return to title and replay again.
Right.
Yeah, you get a different ending. Basically, when you complete it with Raymond normally, you know, Miko comes out the floor. You know, when you complete it with 3 bombs left, she comes out the wall of the shrine instead, and Raymond's like, stop wrecking my shrine.
So, to do the extra stage, that's not available when you first install the game, is it? That you've got to unlock it.
At least finish it on normal, I think. And with that character. So you can't complete it with Raymond and then do extra with Marissa. Yeah, you have to complete it with that character.
And anyone that doesn't know the Touhou Project games that's watching this video, normal on one of these games is like hard on, say, something like Dodonpachi, but then amped up by 10 is absolutely crazy. I mean, you know, the extra stage is the hardest one, but Lunatic isn't far behind it. Hard isn't far behind that, and even easy on this game is like another game's massively hard level. They're not easy games to play at all.
They vary really massively as well. I mean, 10 Desires is one of the easier ones. You don't get much in the way of resources, so you can't afford to throw your lives away early. But you compare this one to UFO, you know, Seiren-sen, you know, Unidentified Fantastic Object, which was Touhou 12, the one before this one. And UFO, I can barely do it on easy. I can't do it on normal. I can't get past Marassa. You know, I just get mashed by her blooming anchors.
I mean, I've watched you play quite a lot of these games, and I mean, you can normally do it on normal with most of the characters, yeah, but UFO...
UFO, forget it. It's insane. I know Top Nep, he was doing every game on Lunatic, and he gave up on UFO. He managed to cheese all the other games on Lunatic just using like bombs, you know, using Sakura A in Perfect Cherry Blossom, you know, which is cheat shot basically, or whatever, you know, Race End Shield in Urban Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom. But no, UFO, he gave up. He said it's just stupidly difficult.
Well, I know how much doing this meant to you, because like you say, you 3 years of on and off trying to do it. You actually phoned me up at work, and I saw it said Jeff was calling. I answered my mobile. I went, yeah, what's up? Because you never phone me at work ever. You normally send me an email or whatever. And you just went, I did it, and I was like, what? And you went, Mummies, I was like, fucking hell. And it meant that much to you to do it. But yeah, you did put a lot of effort in. I mean, I remember sitting here one night down in my dining room where my arcade cabinet is, where I've got all the Touhou games rotated in tate mode, so they play on a vertical screen. And you must have sat there and tried this about 25 times in the space of 3 or 4 hours, and you just couldn't get to the end of it. You was getting to that spell card that's got the birds coming from one side.
Wild Deserted Island. It's just an awful card. Yeah, I mean, the only other extra stage character I've done is Flan, and I did her with Flander, isn't it? From Embodiment of Scarlet Devil. She's the only other extra stage boss I've done. Yeah, I've tried some of the others. I mean, you can forget characters like Youkai. It took me a million attempts to beat her. Suako's supposed to be the easiest extra stage boss in Mountain of Faith, but I've never tried her. I mean, I've completed most of them on normal, with the exception of UFO. Not often. I mean, subterranean enemies, and I've beaten Oku once, and that was with the cheap team, beating Aimer and Youkai.
Well, I mean, you did. I can't remember how many it was now, or which number we went up to, but there was one Christmas. Was it 2017, 2018?
You first 9, didn't we?
Yeah, you come round here, and I
1 to Touhou 9.
Yeah, I had like a go and got nowhere on each one, and then you had a go at
yeah, I finished. I think I finished 3 and 4. Phantasmagoria: A Dim Dream. I think I completed that with Youkai. I think I've completed 4 with Mima. Or it's the other way round.
Yeah, I should also add then to that the Windows versions of the Touhou Project games started at number 6, Embodiment of Scarlet Devil. The first 5 were on the PC 98, which was a machine that was only released in Japan. I mean, you can get them, they're like rocking all shit, but you can get them. But yeah, that was obviously emulated. But the Windows games, you know, pretty much run on all versions of Windows that we've tried. Not so much the fighting games, but the actual the shoot 'em ups. They all seem to work all right on Windows 7 and 10, because I've never tried 8 myself. But yeah, they're definitely well worth a go if you like shooters, but don't expect anything easy.
I know my brother doesn't like them at all. I mean, you know, my brother's a big Gradius fan. I mean, he's got Gradius Sight. But he hates the bullet shooter. He hates the bullet hell games. He doesn't like Dodonpachi. He doesn't like the Touhou series. He got the Lenin series as well. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like bullet hell games.
Yeah, I remember when he came round here, and you got the ump with him calling one of the characters your ship, and the bullet curtain, the maze or something. Yeah, I think he just said that to wind you up anyway.
Yeah, James didn't seem at all enthusiastic. I mean, when I completed Immaterial Missing Power with Pachu, it was like complete unexpected. I beat Suika on my last bit of health. That's the only time I've ever done it on normal. And James is like, nah.
Yeah, that was here as well. I've still got the replay on the arcade cabinet.
Yeah, it's the only time I've ever finished it. I mean, the replay I've got on my channel, Suika killed me. Yeah, I chose Royal Flare rather than Silent Selene, so I got killed.
Oh well, that was an interesting playthrough. You didn't make that look as easy as you normally do, but I do know the effort you put into that one. So yeah, thanks for letting me showcase it on my channel.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that spell card was missing though. I mean, I went through it and I've translated all 10 spell cards, and apparently I didn't write the 10th one down.
Ah, don't worry about it. Hopefully at this point I would have put it up in text, because you'll send me it tomorrow in an email and tell me what it was.
Yeah.
Alright mate, well we'll call this one finished. Yeah, thanks again for visiting the channel once more.
Yeah, not a problem.
And until the next video, thank you very much for watching, and laters.
Yeah, laters.